So right now, what's today's date? Today is the 14th of March.
Yes.
Right now, we're kind of at the in the middle of this hype of the coronavirus.
Yes.
COVID-19.
In 2020.
2020.
Yeah, we live in California,
Yeah.
and it just got big here.
Yeah, right. We're in San Bernardino County. Nothing has happened. Nothing has been found here yet, although they haven't really tested here yet, so it's probably here.
Oh no,
but
don't say that.
Los
don't say
Angeles, we're right next to Los Angeles. They have their state of emergency. So, in light of all of this, what we wanted to talk about is the effect that it's having on the movies that are coming up, because we had a lot of like favorite movies that we were anticipating for this year, and as they started approaching, we started hearing news that they were being delayed, that they were being postponed, and that they were being shelved for a later date, due primarily to the fact that the coronavirus is affecting
What are they
potential
so
box
far?
office.
I
So
know James
there's
Bond was one,
Mulan.
right?
So it's No Time
James
to Die,
Bond.
Mulan, New Mutants,
Jungle
Quiet
Cruise.
Place Part 2, Jungle Cruise, and word's out on like the rest of them. I know some ones coming up that I'm still seeing ads for is like Trolls. Trolls coming soon is like Wonder Woman, and Tenet is supposed to come out in the summer. No word on those. I don't know if Trolls is gonna be released. The last thing that was released was like Onward.
It was.
That was the last big feature film.
Wait.
I think Bloodshot as well got released. But
But on that to that point, like Onward was pretty much like released maybe a week or two before the news that all like Disney movies and all major feature films have been delayed.
Yeah.
That Onward, the movie itself, the box office was really low. So everybody kind of saw how that hit the movie industry. And I think they took that as a pointer to delay the rest of the movies.
Is it because like the theaters, we're not supposed to be in like
I think it's more like air
populated.
circulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
part of it,
air
like,
circulation within the theater.
There's a push right now to avoid public gatherings,
Yeah.
and
Movie theater's a big public gathering.
movie
Yeah.
theaters a big public
I
gathering.
also heard
there's-
some malls have closed down in LA too because of this.
Yeah,
every
so-
major event, and it's like event season right now. Every major
Yeah.
event has been canceled.
Coachella
Disneyland
is
has been
postponed.
closed.
Beyond.
E3.
And we're supposed to practice social distancing. It's apparent. I think the entertainment industry relies on people to consume that media, especially films, because I think we're gonna see like an uptick in people like watching movies and shows on streaming sites.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. But the film industry, which already kind of didn't have like a great last couple of years anyways, is just kind of getting a huge hit right now. I think maybe some theaters are staying open but only taking 50% capacity to maybe like stagger people, which is like that's no one wants to see a movie like that because it's kind of a reminder and like a staggering reminder at
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of scary because
things
like
are
you're just
shitty-
sitting in the
shitty
theater and
thing.
you're like, I wonder if that person has.
Coronavirus.
But
he coughed.
that's my
he
thing about
sneezed.
the coronavirus in general. Like, again, you think about the odds of you getting it, and then it's like, even if you do get it, like, I guess my argument towards it is like, I would make the argument where wouldn't that be on like, because the whole fear that I'm hearing is that they don't want to get sued or anything. Like, oh, I go to a theater, I got coronavirus, I blame Mulan because Mulan
it's not just
was responsible for.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that is like,
It's-
that's where it's your responsibility.
It's not just being sued; it's the fact that because of the public reaction,
Yeah.
like less people are going to go to the movies.
Yeah,
They're
that's
not
fair
going to
enough.
make as much money.
Yeah, that's true.
If they release it now,
Yeah.
as opposed to if they release it at a time when
That's
they're
fair
yeah,
about
these
that.
decisions to push back the movies is all about money.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
fair.
other reason. I mean, sure, public health and safety, but these studios, they have teams of people that will crunch the numbers and tell them like this is your max ROI that you can get when you release it on this day and that day, and it was just a very obvious choice to kind of push these movies back to kind of release them when at a time when maybe the entertainment industry could bounce back. And I think it will. I think people, once we get the okay and once things are safer, people will want to like resort to entertainment and like have fun and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hope that comes sooner rather than later, but I don't think like these things will ever go away or die. Like events and and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
think
guess the
that
question is when
we're
will it start?
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting
Yeah.
in the wings. I
Waiting.
think.
I mean,
Yeah.
even TV shows, like we were talking about it before we were filming this, but like TV shows, they've stopped or halted production
Yeah.
because of coronavirus, and
Yeah.
same for
Yeah.
movies too.
I think the
Yeah.
big one that I heard was like Warner Brothers stopped production for Riverdale because one of the one of the crew members
Like that
had
needs production. Sorry.
Oh man.
But
well, yeah, one of the crew members they tested positive
Oh.
for COVID-19,
Oh,
unfortunately.
damn.
I mean, there was that
Yeah.
NBA player too
Yeah.
who had it and touched everybody's mic. So.
Sports is entertainment. I mean,
So, it's
people
true.
can't stop talking about how bored they are because like there's
Yeah.
no sports right
NBA
now.
season is canceled. MLB,
Yeah, Rudy
NHL.
Gobert had like
Yeah.
coronavirus and people were shitting on him because before he knew he was tested positive, he was like
Yeah.
touching all the mics and people's phones and stuff. And
Also,
I'm like,
what has
"Dude."
also been stopping for production was the Falcon and Loki show. Like they are also stopping production as well. That's
I
what
think
it's all.
Shang-Chi was like maybe in production. They stopped
Oh,
that.
interesting.
And then, yeah, a bunch of things, a bunch of movies.
Yeah, so this is interesting because this is a world event that is affecting so many different like areas and realms. So
Yeah, it also
It's interesting
affected
And
my
it's
work.
I feel like at least here in the U.S. I mean, I do live in LA County, but here in California, I feel like it's not that bad yet. Like it's not
Whoa.
crazy.
Well, we're
We don't
seeing-
know.
Again.
But
I
we
think
don't
it's
know.
literally the
Then again,
beginning.
like,
I
Yeah.
mean,
I feel like if people are reacting like this now when it's
Yeah.
like not
Right.
really that crazy, it's gonna be even worse when like it does get worse. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
it will inevitably get
Yeah.
worse.
yeah, I mean, as far as that, not that bad. Obviously, the virus, I'd say, is not that bad, but the
Yeah.
reaction,
Exactly.
I mean, again,
I meant
my
like
job.
yeah.
it's all the effects.
Yeah, it does suck
Yeah,
though.
but-
I think we are really behind on testing. Like we really
I think
don't
so,
know
too.
the percentage of people who have it, and that's like kind of scary because I think a lot of people are realizing now that if you catch it and you're perfectly healthy, it's not that big a deal. But if you maybe have it and don't know that you have it, you could pass it to someone who's really susceptible. You know,
Yeah.
someone that's
Mhm.
infirm
Yeah,
or just have pre-existing health
Yeah.
conditions
Yeah.
that it could
And that's the
be
worry.
catastrophic
That's
for
a
them.
huge worry.
The disaster scenario is that because the death rate for the virus is like 3% right now, and so
3.4, I think.
3.4.
Yeah.
so it's going
It's
up.
rising.
Yeah, because it started at like 2.5 or something.
Yeah.
But okay, so 3.4% is the death rate, and it's spreading so fast, and it has such a long incubation period that it can be spread even farther.
Mm-hmm.
That it will like they're suspecting that by the winter, by like December, by the end of the year, it would be like anywhere from 20 to 80%. Like that's a wide
That's
range,
crazy.
but of the
Yeah.
world's population will have it. And so if 3% of people, like just in America, are all of a sudden dead, the effects that would have on the economy and just different people's jobs and workplaces,
The stock market
hospitals,
got
you can't
that.
go to the hospital for like while this is going on.
Yeah.
Because everything
That's
is going
true.
to be taken up by coronavirus.
yeah.
Yep.
And it's something like a 14-day incubation period.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too long.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of entertainment and the entertainment industry, we have definitely seen like a huge hit. And who knows how long that will last, but hopefully not too long because we all still want to enjoy new releases.
You know,
Yeah.
things are really slowed down
Yeah.
for me and you.
Yeah.
I will say the
To put
only
in context, we both work like in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
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 There is a hope that because there hasn't been a lot of testing, that the death rate is skewed, and so we're seeing more deaths, and we're not seeing all of the cases. So there might be a hope that it's the death rate might be too high, and it might come down if more testing happens, or we might just all be on the brink of something very terrible. And this might be a funny video that comes in the future. We'll be like, oh, they
We'll see.
had no idea what was
yeah.
coming.
And on that note,
Well, is there a moral to this story? I think we should trust each other, be patient, and get tested, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there are even testing.
Well, no, that's what I'm
options.
saying.
I
Like,
think they were testing
That's
kits.
Are there? I hope so, because as far as last week, there weren't like any at all. Like it was hard
Yeah.
for a lot of people to get tested.
well, we do have a national emergency that's declared, so all the funds is going to probably go to testing.